We are live. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm,
What up?
mm, 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 mm.
What up? What up? What up?
What up? What up? What up? What up? You're on to Sean and Irene. Hmm.
What up? What's going on,
I'm just
Tracy?
getting a notification here.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. You're subscribed, So yeah, that pisses me off that because I really didn't want to take this mug out of the box. Like I really wanted
Hey
to keep this as
Tracy,
like a
welcome to the stream.
keepsake mug, but
Welcome Tracy.
and I don't have enough fluid in it for it to all the way light up. But that's the Sean and Irene mug right there. The Shireen mug. I got you. Hashtag Shireen. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Jinx.
Yeah, Jinx, double Jinx.
That
Mm-hmm.
was Jinx. Double
Mm-hmm.
Jinx. Welcome Veronica.
Even though we've had fluid in this cup many a times, I still get this weird taste and smell from this cup. I don't know
From
why.
this cup.
Yeah. What's the sound? Do you hear that sound?
Are you sure it's not my peanut?
No, it's not your. No, it's not your peanuts. I hope it's not your peanuts. You know.
Not
Mm-mm.
I'm not peanut I'm eating, though. I'm eating
Let me take
peanut
the head.
burger.
Okay, let me take the headphones out. Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear that sound.
You hear it, right? And I took my headphones
Yeah, I
out,
can
and
hear that sound.
it's still happening. Let me mute my mic. Hold on. Mute your mic real quick. What's up,
Gabby
Gabby?
girl, welcome to the stream.
All right, never mind. I'll mute your mic since you don't know what I'm saying. It's coming from Irene. Yep, it's coming from her side. I just unmuted you. Stop touching buttons, man. Stop touching buttons. What are you doing? It's coming from your side. I think it stopped now. Let's see. What's up, everybody? We're just doing a quick live here just to touch base. We're not going to stay on long, just to see what's going on. Let's say what's up to everybody. Let me plug my headphones back in since we
Let me
know
go
it
there now.
wasn't that. Look, you're
My,
freezing
my
up.
network is tricky.
Let me kick her off and she can come back because that sound's coming from her. So what up, everybody? Um, yeah, we're just coming up to for like 20 minutes, just to touch base. We have some stuff we got to do tonight, to get ready for Christmas and stuff. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully you're all getting yourselves ready for the holidays. Um, so just chilling. Yep, yep, exactly, Veronica. Yep. We you know, we really wanted to start coming on 2 days a week, but what I've been going through lately, it wasn't really happening. So our plan was Sundays, Fridays, and Sundays, and then some Sundays we're like, we don't feel like it, and we'll do it Mondays, and therefore, I'm streaming back to back days. Um, so that's basically it. So we just wanted to come up here with you guys for a little bit and say what's up. So that's the scoop. I got my tea. She's got her coffee. I don't know where she is. She'll be back. There she goes. You're still chomping away over there too, ain't you?
Shop
Chomping
light.
away.
Welcome, Lala.
Well, at least that sound's gone, I think. I don't hear it now. I'd rather hear you chomping on the peanuts than that sound that we were hearing. That was annoying. I don't know if everybody in
It
the
was a network glitch.
yeah, yeah. 6 people in the building. We appreciate everybody
Welcome,
coming
Brian.
into the building. What's up, Lala? What's up, Ryden?
Jim.
Jinx yourself, jinx yourself, okay?
Love you too, Lala.
Yeah, jinx yourself. So I was so pissed, man. I went to make my tea before I was telling Irene, and I was using that mug that you guys normally would see me drinking from, and I heard this sound that sounded like somebody threw a rock at the upstairs window, by the microwave. So I'm like, what the hell was that? I take my cup out of the microwave and it's got a split right down the side of it and underneath it. It's technically not a microwave safe
Okay.
whatchamacallit, cup. I had gotten that cup years ago. I used to work at a party favors company that did screen printing onto glassware. That was a certain department, and then they did other stuff. So it's really not meant to go in the microwave. Nor is it meant to go in like a dishwasher. But I
Okay.
did that for the longest time. But today it actually it told me it's
It gave up.
done. It gave up today. So listen, it was free and it gave me plenty of life. So, but now I'm using the mug that Irene got me, which you can't
How
see
many years have
because,
you had that mug?
oh, jeez. 7?
7 years.
Yeah, I got it in 2015.
And you've been using it with the microwave all these years.
Well, with mainly coffees though, but I stopped drinking coffee a week ago. Um, you know, so technically, no, I haven't been microwaving stuff like crazy. 8 people in the building. Hey, we appreciate everybody. 8 people in the building. That's awesome. We
I've not
appreciate
shared
it.
the stream out yet.
You don't even need to. We got the viewers without sharing anything. We got our true supporters here. So we're just chilling, guys. That's basically it. I'm waiting to find out when
Okay.
my procedure is going to be. I haven't heard from the cardiologist yet, but he's got to do the double thing, the regular catheterization, and then he's got to check the aortic valves that he said are messed up. He said the one is functioning fine, and the other 2 look like they're fused together. So that's probably what's causing my chest pains, my shortness of breath, vision loss. So God willing, everything goes great, and that'll be that. So I'm waiting to get the day that I got to go into the hospital.
Did you see what Veronica wrote?
I'm reading it now. Did you hear about PHI stream? Good news, not anything bad. If you don't know Gabby can share the awesome thing that happened. We were there. We saw because we don't sit there and watch streams in their entirety. We saw who was up there, Damone and Kurt, something like that. But no, we didn't hear what happened. So if somebody wants to share the news with us, that would be awesome. Because that was a long stream. and Rhino Girl was so kind and generous. She helped Kurt and Justine with getting him a new power chair so he can easily and comfortably. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, that's
Wonderful.
so nice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's like a very good news. Wow.
That is very good news. Yeah.
God
Absolutely.
bless her and our hearts.
Amen to that. Yep. That's very good news. So I didn't even know he used I didn't even know that he used the chair to get around.
He said that on Briden's premiere the other day. The last premiere I did before the one he just uploaded now.
Okay, I didn't even see that comment. Yeah, because sometimes you're watching and I'm doing something else, and yeah, wow, that's awesome. Absolutely. So what's going on with you, Irene? You're gonna
after the stream, I want to start wrapping up the gift I got for the boys. And your gift also. I'm going to keep it under the Christmas tree before I send it.
I knew that's what you wanted to say, but I didn't want to say it. But Yeah, she's gonna make a
I
content
went to
out of
wrap
her.
it. They are sleeping now. I checked them up before we started the stream. And before
Mhm.
I made my own coffee, they're sleeping. So it's a good
Yeah,
time for Santa to wrap up the gift and keep it under there.
and
Oh,
make your video to put on your channel. So that'll be nice. You
mhm.
know, absolutely. I know
Yeah.
you're looking forward to that. So yeah,
I'm going to make
that's
a
all.
video out of that.
Nice. I can't wait to see it. Hmm. Yeah.
How are you guys all doing in the live chat? How has your day been today? Hope
Yeah. Yeah.
no stress.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
we used to say, too blessed to be stressed. Hope nobody stressed your blessing.
Always too blessed to be stressed. Always. You know. Always. It's how It's how you
Hmm.
deal. Because nothing in life is perfect. There's always issues. There's always speed bumps.
Ups and downs.
But it's how you deal with those that get you going and move you
Yeah.
along. But so you're gonna film that tonight. What's today? Today's Friday. So Veronica, that'll probably be up like Sunday or Monday. She'll put that on her channel after she gets the
No, I
editing
won't put
and
it, I'll
all
put
that.
it on today's Friday. So I can if I try to edit tomorrow, then I can put it up on Sunday. Say
I
Sunday
just
evening.
I just said Sunday, Monday. I wasn't far off, was I?
Ooh. Long time no see. Welcome to
You
the
know.
stream.
Hey, what's up, Karen?
We're supposed to get snow, but thankfully we didn't. Oh,
Who's supposed to get snow? Oh, Veronica. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Well, there's a big snowstorm gonna hit through the whole country.
Wow.
Throughout, yeah, it's gonna be multiple states, the Midwest and stuff like that. So,
Well, you guys are having cold weathers. I need that cold here. We are having summer weather here.
of course, all the way till March, you're gonna be in the 90s every day. Yeah,
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Even
hopefully,
even 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 when it's cold, it's not too cold. It's like if
exactly.
it
So when I get there, it should be a little cooler. Hopefully,
I like
because
that's going to be like the rainy season
I don't care if it's raining because we could spend most of the time indoors. I don't care,
indoors. Yeah.
And if we're going somewhere, we just jump in a car and go. It's not like we're
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, well, I do plan on getting you
Okay.
walking a little bit, but
You
so
can no, you can still walk around even during that season because the rain has its time it comes in. You know
hmm
that it's in the month of August you're going to get the 7 days rain. That's
yeah,
rains throughout, and then after that you get the August break that
yeah,
stays for like a month. But because of climate change, this year we didn't have that August break. The break lasted for only I think 2 weeks or so. After
mm.
that, it became rainy and rainy and rainy again
What did Brian
until it
say? We're
stopped. It
talking at
stopped
the
like
end.
few weeks. I think this is December. I think it was around October the rain went down.
Okay, well, either March or April is when I'm looking at, somewhere around there. Um, so we'll see how it goes, you know, um,
Hmm.
and take it from there basically. So yeah. But anyway, getting a visa for Nigeria is a little bit different than getting a visa for Benin. We know that. It's a whole different thing. Benin, I could get the visa from evisa.com and just print
Oh,
it
you can
out,
like
you
this.
know.
You get a visa. But
But
coming this way,
Nigeria, yeah,
just
it's
like coming to the US from here, it's not easy.
yeah.
Same thing.
I got to go for the interview, this and that. Um,
Mm,
The one good thing is it's not $1,000 like we thought. It's like 160 or whatever. We'll see what the final price is, but I don't really
160.
care about that. 160. Yeah. So we'll see if that holds true. Um, but yeah, that'll be good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. So what's everybody doing to get ready for the holidays?
Hmm. Next week is
Anybody?
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. We
Hmm.
got this Sunday, and the next Sunday is Christmas. So, yep. I wonder what they're gonna do with work on that day.
Read
We
Lala's
need to have a wedding
comment.
show for you guys. Oh, we could already be married for all you guys know. We could be married. You don't know. You know.
Wedding showers. I'll be keeping my eyes upon at Gabby, okay? Whew. So with all the hustling and bustling of this year, everything is gonna end on the 31st of December. And then you're looking forward to another year.
On the
Man,
first. Yeah.
life
Exactly.
is so funny. With all
2022 is something.
like this
Mhm.
period, so many people are going to spend their life savings just to impress people, you know?
Mm.
So many content creators are going to spend their life savings just to impress their subscribers. Some are going to take trips they're not supposed to take. Some are going to buy gadgets they're not supposed to buy. Man, people are going to do lots of funny things this period just to impress
Well,
people. And
thank
everything
God.
ends on 31st
Thank
night.
thank God I don't fall into any of those categories. So I think I'll be.
Yeah. Oh, welcome,
I'll.
Jules.
Hey, what's up, Jules? I'll be lucky in that department. Because after that story you sent to me about that woman marrying the guy who was broke and had no house that he said he
Oh,
had and all that stuff, um,
man.
I
That
only watched the
story.
first 5 minutes of it. Hmm.
Oh, you didn't finish it. You should have finished it. You didn't
Hell
watch
no,
up
it's
to the place where you didn't watch up to
25
the place
minutes.
where his side chick gave him poison to poison his wife while she
No,
was pregnant.
no.
The funny thing was that for me, if they bring that case to my court, I'm going to judge both parties plus their parents.
Mm,
Okay, like this girl, she saw red flags all
hmm.
around, like it was everywhere. Too
Yeah.
many red flags, and she still forged ahead to still marry that same person. So I feel
Mm,
like she actually loved what she was into, but according to her story, I felt another thing was that I saw that she was naive. She's an introvert. She doesn't mingle. She doesn't have friends, so she doesn't know what is actually outside there in the outside world when it comes to relationship. And
red
then her
flags,
mom,
naive. Okay, let's go over the list. Red flags, naive. Okay,
naive, an introvert,
introvert. Okay, now keep
no
going.
friends. No friends.
No friends. Now keep
No
going.
friends. That's all. That's all I get. That's all. And then this guy came around just like every good looking guy would look for a girl, comes up to her and was like, I like you, I love you, will you marry me? And according to her story, under 2 weeks, she got married to this um the guy engaged her and told her he was working in an oil company and he doesn't work into the office, he works from home.
Mm-hmm.
You get. So this
Mm,
lady, because she's an introvert, she doesn't visit people too much. She used that same idea in this relationship.
mm,
Now, you have a boyfriend that engaged you barely 2 weeks of you meeting
mm,
him,
mm-hmm.
and he invited you to his home. For the first time, you didn't go to his home. You gave him
Mm-hmm.
like 3 weeks, and later on, you decided to actually go and know where you're going to marry and enter. And then she gets there. There was no picture on the wall of this guy. At least if it's someone that is working in an office, according to his story, at least there should be pictures of him, like a frame on the wall. No frames.
I don't have a picture of myself, so does that mean I'm a lie? And she's not talking about this. So the story ain't me, by the way, everybody. The story isn't me and Irene. Just so everybody knows, this is a story from YouTube.
Yeah, we saw
You
the
know,
story this evening on YouTube, but you
yeah.
didn't watch it all, but I did watch it all. So
We were on
she
the
got into
phone.
the
I had to
yeah.
listen to you listening to that crap. don't forget. Like, I wasn't gonna do that, so I only listened to 5 minutes of it. Anyways, thank you to all 9 people in the building. We appreciate everybody coming
We
out.
appreciate you all. Thank you for
Yeah.
staying with us here and keeping up with Sean and Irene. So, like Asa was saying, she got into the guy's house, no pictures on the wall, nothing to represent this guy that he actually works, or even from a family. At least there should be a family picture of you standing by a corner, you know?
Mhm.
No picture on the wall. He's not family oriented. Even self hygiene is poor. Now, she saw all these things and then she asked, she was like, okay, I'm gonna change him, you know. She left. So a night before their traditional marriage, okay, he called her and told her and said, I have some things I want to confess to you. Please, before I confess to you, please, you have to forgive me. You have to agree that you're gonna forgive me. So she said, well, I'll forgive you because I'm going to get married to you. Your past doesn't matter, nothing, this, that, that. So he told her and said, that house I took you to is not my house. It was a staged house.
Mhm.
Actually, the main complex of the house is not mine. I'm squatting in that apartment in the boys' quarters with a friend. So that place I took you to is not mine. And she said,
Mhm.
okay, I can do with that. I have the money. We can rent a place because she works in the bank. So the guy was very excited, you know. They got a place, they rented, and they started living together. 6 months into the marriage improper, this guy, according to her story, she says she makes the money, he spends the money. She's not with her ATM card. This guy's with her ATM card. So
Mm.
he knows when he's supposed to see notification from a bank that there's money in her account for him to
Mhm.
spend. So because she's a free wife and a very selfless person in love, she lets him do everything and whatever he wants to do with the money, making him feel like, oh, he's the man of the house, you know.
Mhm.
So on this certain day, she said it was in October, and the bank pays them on the 24th of every month. So on the 24th of that particular month, she wasn't paid. So he got into the house very angry. Why have I not received any notification from your bank? What is going on? Are you hiding your money from me now? And she's like,
Mhm.
no, they have system failure. That's why they've not transferred our salaries to us yet. And he gets pissed off and slaps the girl, someone that is pregnant,
You left that
you
out.
know?
You just got to that. She was pregnant. Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, slap someone that is pregnant. And she said, from my own background, her parents had never slapped her before or do anything of sort to her before.
Mhm.
Just like Chrissy was thinking of your or the other day. So she said even her parents had never laid their hands on her before, and this was the first time. So she cried so much. So she said after the first slap he gave her, it continued that day. He became a wife beater. So one day she said she called her mom and told her mom, I don't think I can do this no more. Even the church wedding, I don't want us to go ahead with the church wedding. I'm done. I don't want this marriage anymore. You guys need to return the bride price. This, that, that, that. Now, in their tradition, a woman cannot just quit that marriage.
Oh, you got to get into all that nonsense now. Oh,
She cannot
Jesus
quit the
Christmas.
marriage. She has to remain there until the end of time.
Mm.
She has to stay there until the end of time. So
Mhm.
she called her mom and said she's no longer interested in this marriage. She wants to quit. And her mom asked her why. What happened? She said nothing. Nothing happened. I just don't want to continue with this marriage because I feel like it's not the right thing to do. Her mom started crying, and then her mom called the priest, and the priest called her and preached to her and said, "Please, you have to marry your husband. This is your husband. What has he done to you? You have to just forgive him. Whatever has happened, you have to
Yeah.
forgive. Moreover, you're pregnant. How are you going to give birth out of
Yeah.
wedlock?"
Just forgive. Forgive. Just forgive. You know. Yeah.
Lord. So She said, she listened to everybody and everything. At the end of the day, she got married to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Stayed in that marriage with all the mess and everything. She said she was the breadwinner of the family. She pays the house rent, food, even his pocket money she gives to him, everything is from her. And she was pregnant. And this guy beat her up one day and she lost the pregnancy. She had a miscarriage in the house. He refused to take her to the hospital. So she had rupture. Is it rupture in her womb? So
Yeah.
she lost a lot of blood and she started smelling. Man,
Well,
her story is very touchy because she was even crying when she was saying the story in the court. So to cut all story short, her mom had to come in and her mom took her to the hospital. They did evacuation in her womb and everything, and she was now okay. This same woman that is her mom told her she has to go back to her husband,
uh-huh.
and she went back to this man.
I'm gonna drop the link for the story for everybody in the chat that wants to click on it sometime and watch the
Yeah.
story in full. Let me
Mm-hmm.
copy and paste it.
So
Um,
her mom
yeah.
told her she has to go back to her marriage, that with the society, they're going to laugh at her. What's she going to tell our members in the church? She's a big woman in the church. How are the women in the church going to look at her and everything? She quietly went back again. Man, there were so many red flags. So many red flags. Like, you've seen all these things and you're still there because of society, because of your mom's women in the church or something. She
Mm-hmm.
stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this guy was, from the onset, this guy was not working. He wasn't working. He never had a job of any sort. So one day he went out and came back with a table water and an orange and told the wife that, oh, he went out and a pastor saw him on the street and told him, you would have to go and beg your wife because you've been treating your wife very bad. So you have to go home, treat your wife very nicely, ask her to use this water and pray for you so that your ways will be open and God is going to bless you. You're going to get a job.
Oh
My
Lord.
goodness. Now you make sure your wife sucks this orange.
What? What? Uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah, he said, make sure your wife sucks this orange so that there will be sweetness into your life. You get
Oh.
sweetness back into your life. Guys, man, I was listening to this thing. I was like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's a good girl. She did everything for him. God so kind, he got a job in a cargo shipping company.
Mm.
Okay, so he started working. He bought his first car, bought lands. He was already developing the land. Okay, this girl got pregnant for their second child.
Mm.
Now, the second child cannot be born naturally. She has to be born through cesarean section.
Mm.
Now, this guy is now a big boy in town. All the biggest chicks in town is riding with them. Everything that they do in club is always in the club. Friday night out with the guys, man, it's catching fun. And the wife
This
is at home.
this story took a
Big,
turn. This story took a turn.
no, no,
I
no, no,
see
no.
where it took
I'm
a turn.
explaining what she explained.
I see
This
where the
guy
story
now,
took a turn. Okay. I get
this
it
guy
now.
now is riding very hard. And the wife is back home being the punching bag and the fat cow that has to milk for a baby. And she's preparing also to push another one. She's ready to pop. Now, this guy fell in love with another woman outside, and his wife is there. All of a sudden, he stopped going home. He doesn't send
Mm.
money back home anymore. Welcome, Kurt. Much love and respect.
Hey Kurt.
Much love and respect to you too. Now, he stopped sending money home, stopped doing the right things he's supposed to do as a responsible husband. Now, because the wife had complications with the first pregnancy, she had to stop working because she was always in bandage. And she was in bandage, got pregnant for the second child. So For that reason, she couldn't work anymore. Now, a professional banker is now a stay-at-home mom and a full-time housewife. Okay, so this guy started having fun with his job. He's getting money. He's doing things big, big. The girlfriend is outside, and all of a sudden, she said one night she was sleeping. Something spoke to her that she should stand up and go to the living room, that there is a bag in the living room. There is where her husband's phone is. She should grab the phone. And she said the spirit, she said she doesn't even know what was speaking to her, but that the same thing that told her to stand up to that place told her the login of her husband's phone. She said she opened the phone for the first time. She said she has never touched her husband's phone before. For the first time she opened her husband's phone, she and the spirit told her, go down to WhatsApp. She went straight to WhatsApp, opened up the WhatsApp. There and there were the evidence of everything, of his promiscuity, everything is inside there. She saw messages of his side chick telling him if he has actually dropped what he was supposed to drop in her food for her to eat and die. So he replied and said, you know, this woman is so prayerful and she's not giving me space to actually drop this thing. So I think I might have to do it later. So she said the next day she was preparing to go for antenatal. So she was cooking noodles in the kitchen. So she said after she put the noodles on fire, so she left. She went into the bathroom. She said while she was doing number 2 in the bathroom, something told her to come out and check the noodle spot. She said she went out of the toilet, got to the kitchen. Her husband was standing there pouring stuff, poison, into the noodle spot. And she was like, oh, what are you doing? And he said, oh, I was trying to help you to stir the noodles. She said, and she was like, well, I just put the noodles in on the cooker. Why? You're not supposed to mix anything. And I said, can't somebody help you anymore? That's how women are. You always complain, you know. He bullshit everything and walked away. So she said she left the noodles boiling on the fire, went to the back of the door to peep on her husband to see what it's going to do. So after a long time, he came out and discovered that she's not even coming out anymore. So he took the noodle spot, threw out the food. Welcome, Justin. Welcome.
Hey,
He threw out the food, washed the pot very well and thoroughly, added water to the pot, and cooked his own noodles. So she said after some time, she went back to check the trash. The noodles had already turned black. So he was ready to kill her just to go to another woman. She said after so many attempts of poisoning, he didn't succeed. So he had to pack his bags one day and left the house. She said all of a sudden, she said, okay, she went into labor. She wanted to give birth to her second child. So the doctor asked her to sign because they cannot operate on her through the cesarean without a husband's consent or a family member's. So she said they called her husband several times, WhatsApp messages, text messages. This guy didn't reply. She said after so many hours, the man called the hospital and told the hospital he doesn't know her from anywhere. She is not his wife. They can do with her whatever they want to do with her. He doesn't know her. So she said the doctor told her what the husband said. So she had to call her mom to please come and sign for her to be delivered of the baby. Her mom came, was crying, oh, nothing should happen to my daughter. This. She signed, and they did the cesarean successfully. She gave birth, and everything was fine. Now, her husband's office, the owner of the company, called him and told him and said, you need to go back to your wife. This thing you're doing to your wife is wrong, totally wrong. You should concentrate. Welcome, Mr. Webb. You should concentrate on your wife, not on another woman outside. This woman has been with you when you were poor, when you were nobody. And now you're somebody, you're leaving your wife. This is so wrong. It's wrong. Don't do this. So
yeah,
he didn't listen. He continued. Now, After she had delivered of the baby, everything was fine. She went to stay with her parents and everything. After some weeks, she came back to her marital home, started living there as his wife continuously. The next thing was for our husband to come back home, packed his bags, and was like, all these kids you've given birth for me are not mine. I'm a black-skinned man. You're a black-skinned woman. Those children are fair. Where are they from?
Mm-hmm.
How can they be light-skinned? Where are they from? They're not my children. I don't think they are mine. Anyways, I'm done with you guys. I'm no longer interested in this marriage. I'm gone. He left, packed his things. And she said, after some days, he came back home and told her, listen, I'm not leaving this house. This is my house. You and your bastard kids, you guys need to leave my home. So I'm arranging your luggages, everything. You're leaving this house today. She said the next thing she saw was that her husband went into the house, packed her things, and threw her bags and her kids' bags outside, just like that. She said she didn't know what to do. She just carried a 2-year-old and a new baby and her bags, and then she said she was able to take a few things for the children, and she didn't even bother to take her own stuff. So she left and went to her parents. She said because of the bandage she was on, because the first pregnancy she had issues, she has been on bandage. Even still, she got pregnant for the second one. So she couldn't work anymore. So she doesn't have a job. She said the guy doesn't send feeding money for her kids, for his kids. No upkeep, nothing. And she said she has used all her life savings and there is nothing left for her to use. And then
Mm-hmm.
she went to the company where he works. She didn't find him. They said he traveled or something. So she said for that reason, because of that, she had to go to social service. And when she got to social service, there's some kind of government ministry are corrupt. They
Mm-hmm.
told her they won't be able to help her unless she paid them 5,000 naira.
Uh-huh.
And this is a woman that is jobless. She doesn't even have meals to eat, like nothing. And you're telling the same person to pay you money before you can file in her case. So she said one lady now came in and told her, okay, if you have 3,000, just pay 3,000 and we'll be able to file your case and send him a letter of appearance. We need to know why he's doing what he did.
That's like $9,
So
just so everybody knows. 5,000
yeah,
is like
5,000.
$10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So she said she had to call on her brother and begged her brother to please help her and transfer 3,000 to her so she can be able to file in for this. So she paid
mm-hmm.
them 3,000. They filed in this thing, sent the letter to her husband, and the husband appeared to the social service people and said, I don't know that woman. I don't know her. I was never married to her. She and I got divorced for like 3 years now. Those children are not mine. They are bastards. So I don't know her. And he went ahead and brought out a divorce letter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this girl said she was never, ever in her entire life served a divorce letter from her husband. So where is this one coming from? She doesn't even know what divorce papers looks like. So he started dragging the case over there, and she said she went home that day weeping on the road until her mom's friend asked her what was going on, and she explained her life ordeal to her mom's friend. And the woman said, okay, there's a place called the Justice Courts. They are going to help you. Okay, you don't need to cry anymore. So she took this case to the Justice Court Department, and that is where the case is right now. So it's a touching story.
It's something.
For me,
Let me tell you something.
for me, there were so many red flags, but she decided to remain there.
So many red flags. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So many red flags, so many. And then in everything she was saying, she was calling him my husband. I loved my husband. I loved him so much. Now, my own is, you loved him so much. Your love was not enough. You were stupidly in love. That's
Mm-hmm.
number three. Number four, she loved the man. So it's a different ball game. Loving someone. It's another game. Loving how the person treats you. You get. So that's why I was saying, if that case was brought to my court, I would judge everybody. Everybody is wrong. Her parents, her mom, in short, she herself, she actually slit her own throat by herself
Mm.
because she was the one fully involved with this human that's been treating her wrong.
Yeah.
And she said the first time they ever had sex was by raping on her wedding night. She said it
Mm.
wasn't by her own consent. So
Wow.
that's why I was like, these red flags were just too much for you to sit down and say you're having a marriage with this kind of a person. This is so wrong. And
That
the
was
funny
all
thing is
packed
that,
into a 26-minute video, huh? Wow. That's crazy. Hmm. You're a
oh Lord,
storyteller. You're a good storyteller. Let me tell you. Very good.
that's because I listened to the story.
I know
I
you did.
sat down.
I was with you. I know.
I was like, no, 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 no. This is too much. Like, she was at fault. She was killing herself by herself. Like, this person, you went to his house. You didn't, she said when she got there, she didn't like the environment where the house was. She was looking like the place was somehow okay.
Mm-hmm.
And even if for me, even if I'm an introvert, okay, I still try my best to ask questions. I still try my best to ask people questions, people that I can, because my grandma would say, he that hides his sickness dies with his sickness. Because if you don't tell people what you're feeling and how and what you're sick about, what kind of sickness you have, you would not know who has the healing powers to your sickness that can save you
Mm.
there and there. So she kept quiet. She didn't actually open up stuff to her mom, telling her mom, oh, this is how things are in this marriage. Things are not working out right ever since we did the traditional marriage. She remained there. You know, she stayed there. Her father is alive. It's not like she's an orphan. She's supposed
Mm-hmm.
to have gone to her parents and told them, oh, this is what is going on. I don't want to follow. I don't want this marriage to be done. I don't want the white wedding to be done. Everything should go off. Let the church wedding stop. But no, she stayed there and was
Yeah.
loving someone that was not treating her right.
Mm. It
So
happens. Happens every day somewhere. You know. Yeah.
everywhere. And you know, the funny thing about this life is, as we're talking about this issue right now, someone
Mm-hmm.
somewhere is passing through this mess all over again.
That's true. A lot of people somewhere are passing through this
A
mess.
lot,
You
a
know.
lot of people. Like, that's why I used to say mine. I would always say, like, relationship in both men and women. Like, do not be evil to your partner, whether it's the man or the woman, because this thing is vice versa. Like,
Mm-hmm.
everyone can do wrong to anyone. As long as it's an intimate relationship, do not cheat on your spouse. Don't do it. Like, love is sacred. Love is extremely sacred. Like, if love wasn't sacred, our Lord Jesus Christ would not die for us all to be redeemed from sin, you know. But people
Mm.
don't understand love. They just, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. There are so
Well,
many battles to fight in love, man.
there's a
So
big
many
difference
battles to fight in
between
love.
loving somebody and being in love with somebody. We've
Exactly.
gone over that. So that's a
Mhm.
huge difference right there, you know?
Seriously,
Yeah.
man. So many people are dying in silence in relationship, of intimate relationship. Like, oh, my partner loves me, he cheats on me, I don't care. You don't care what? Like, you're not scared for your life, you're not scared of STDs, AIDS. Like, seriously. Okay, let's leave AIDS aside. There is this one. Is it hepatitis B, A and B or something? You
See,
know, people can, welcome Bill, people can actually
what's up,
infect
Bill?
people with some kind. Staphylococcus is there, for goodness sake. And I've seen someone that has tried to treat, okay, she didn't know she had STDs that was so much. This thing piled up in her system to the level that she was peeing out blood from her husband. Her husband gave her that disease because
Mm.
she's a lady that is very faithful to her relationship and everything. Her husband gave her that disease and she was still there. She treated and treated and treated before that thing went off. So if you say you love someone, do not cheat on that person, man. Try and be a good representative of that person wherever you are. That's what I always
Yeah,
say.
true. Very
Try
true.
and, like, for me, if anywhere I go to, anywhere I am, I represent you. I'm a picture, I'm a frame of you, you know, so that whenever anybody sees me and be like, oh, that is Sean's wife. Okay, yeah, that's Sean's wife. Yeah, she's exactly like Sean. You know, somebody sees you and be like, oh, that's Irene's husband. She's exactly like Irene. Like, let the representation be like the same. Like, that's a relationship is 100 over 100, man. If you don't love your partner, what are you guys doing?
Guys, just so you know, she had a coffee before we started. So that's why she's
Please.
she's on her bullshit tonight. So just so you guys know, she's on her
How
bullshit
is it
tonight.
bullshit, Sean? It's not bullshit. It's not bullshit. It's fact.
No, I know it's fact. But you're going on a tangent. You're going on a tangent. Let me just say that, you're
It's
going on your
not.
tangent.
It's not. I just don't
You're
like
you're
people
right. I
treating
get it.
each
I get it.
other in a bad
Yeah.
way in a relationship. It's wrong.
I get it. I get it. There's
I
a
love
lot of
it, Sean.
similar
Leave my sister alone.
there's many similarities in this story as well. So um
Mm-hmm.
but I understand what you're saying. I got you
For real,
100%.
like, people should stop doing some certain things,
Yeah.
you know, to their partners. It's wrong.
Mhm.
The funny thing about life is we are young, and that because we are young, we believe that we are wise, we are smart to cheat in our relationship.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's fast forward to, okay, say you are like 30. You got married at the age of, say, as a man, you got married at the age of 30 or late 20s. And then because you are a young guy, you believe you can actually cheat on your wife, you know,
Mhm.
and your wife gets tired and leaves you. Fast forward to 30 years
Mm.
to 30, that is 60 years right there. And some people do get sick before they get to 65, 70. Now you need the right partner to be by your back and call to take care of you. You need the emotional stability at that age. You don't want
Mhm.
your blood pressure to rise, or you having hypertension on that time because you don't have anybody that tells you, oh, I love you. You're going to be this. Somebody to stay by your bedside during your operations. Man, when we do things, we should think about 50, let's say 30 years from now. How is my relationship with my wife going to be? Is she going to be there with me if I keep treating her this way? Is he going to stand there as my husband representing me when I'm on my sick bed? That's
Mhm.
what people don't think about.
It's true. Yeah, true.
People don't think about things that deep, but
Mhm.
we should.
Well, it is what it is. So all you can do is move on and move forward. That's it. You know.
Yeah,
That's it. What's up, Jen
I just
Junior? Long time no see.
welcome them. I just pray people understand deeply how sacred marriage and love is. For
Mhm.
real. Because
Yeah.
it's what we give out as husbands and wives that our kids are going to see and learn
Yeah.
to be with their wives the same manner and the same way. Like, there is this American actor, he was interviewed yesterday, and the journalist asked him and said, Chris, how about your dad? What message do you have for your dad? Oh, he said, how about your dad? How is your dad? And he said the last thing he can remember about his dad is his dad cheating on his mom with his secretary.
Mm.
And now he has a stepdad that took care of them right from when he was 10. And his stepdad and his mom, they have been in love throughout now that he's still an adult, and those people are still in love. So I'm happy for the fact that is able to recognize the wrongdoings of his dad and appreciating the gift of father in another person,
Mm.
you know. So that's one thing I want in my own life, like something like that. Let my kids see a gift of a father in you, you know. It's a blessing to actually have a good father, a good partner, and a good husband
Mm-hmm.
in life. Same thing with the women. It's a blessing to have a good woman by your side. For real.
Yeah. True. True. Well, I got the best woman I could ask for, so I'm blessed in that
Merry
department.
Christmas,
So
Jensen
I
Jr.
don't have to worry about that. So I'm good. I'm good. I just pray for anybody else. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Man. I hope you guys are preparing for the Christmas. It's next week, Sunday. Mhm. You know,
Your story's over now. All right.
I don't know. Do you have anything to add to it? Because you're
No,
supposed to have something to add to it.
I don't.
That's
I
the
don't want
truth.
to get into. I don't want to get into that because that was intertwined, and I don't have the energy for that. Honestly, you know, I don't.
Mhm,
I really don't. You know.
mhm.
So, you know, I'm just gonna leave that one alone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have the strength, but you get the message.
Oh, I get the message all right. I get the message, especially about being a responsible person and all that type of stuff. Being a mature person, um, you know. But yeah, I don't
Mhm.
have the strength for all that right now, you know. I know what I do. I know
Friday.
what I do as a father, okay? And
Yeah,
and as a man, I know what I do and I do right in every single way that I
yeah.
can and that I have to. So as long as I'm doing that, I'm good.
That's all that
You know,
matters.
that's all
You
that
treat
matters.
right. You love her. Love her and treat right.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
everything right there.
Yeah.
You
Sorry
know.
guys, we've been ignoring the comments. Let me scroll up a little bit. What's up, Bill? Hopefully you're well. Your wife's spitting facts, Sean. Yeah, she sure is. You know, she gets on her tangents and
Oh Lord
but
have
she
mercy on
definitely
me,
is.
Sean.
But you see how smart she is. Like, she knows her shit, she does. And she is spitting facts, but um
To be with US for Christmas. I'm so
my son
excited.
will deny he is on
Mhm.
anime person. He told us he wanted to make differences in school to be a canine officer, social friend. Oh, that's wonderful, Kurt. That's good stuff right there. Canine officer, that's good.
Hmm.
Right, and I was a little bit bored because I know what she's speaking about, and
Oh Lord.
I'm just, I'm done with all that. Like, it's
Hmm.
old, it's old. If people can't be mature and act right, it's like, I ain't got time for that shit. I really don't. Like,
Thank you,
you know,
Justin.
I
Thank
don't.
you so much. Appreciate that.
So I was bored, Bryden, but I was hearing every word she was saying, um, and it's true, you know. So yeah, absolutely. Let me scroll down a little bit more. We get our
Friday.
person.
He
Let's see
said he has
here.
known you long enough to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm. So go ahead. The
Yeah.
floor's still yours, Irene. The floor's still yours. Go ahead. Take it away.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Mama. Take it away,
Anyway,
Mama. Go
I'm
ahead.
done. I was the story was because the lady, even when she was narrating her story, she was crying, you know, and the judge was
Mhm.
really touched. She didn't even know what to say, you
Yeah.
know,
I'll drop the link to the
because
story again. Hold on. Let me drop
yeah,
the link to
because
the story again
her
because this is a
husband
real
brought
story
in
here.
silly evidences that doesn't even go with what he has done, bringing in
Yeah.
picture of his baby mama,
Mhm.
pictures of the baby mama, claiming that is his new family. You
Yeah.
know, that is so wrong.
Mhm.
If you go to the main channel where these real life stories are happening, it's called the Justice Court. There you would hear issues, man. Oh God, you would hear issues
Mm.
in marriages that you'll be wondering, oh, I think mine is still good.
And then you
The-
find out
the-
it's
the-
really not, you know? Then you find out
for
it's really
real.
not. Yeah.
Hmm.
We
But
only
the
planned
truth
on
is,
doing like a quick live, and it's already been an hour, you know?
it doesn't. It's true. 3 minutes to be 1 hour.
Go ahead, you were
Should we still
saying?
stay? Well, what I
Yeah,
was saying was that, what was I? Well, what you made me to, you turn off my line of thought actually.
because we were talking about real life happenings, you know?
Yeah, I was talking about real life happenings, and I wanted to say, like, in a relationship, we shouldn't stay because we pity the person. Shouldn't be based on, oh, let me just stay, even if it treats me wrong. I just, where will I find a partner that is better than this? You know, we shouldn't stay for those kinds of reasons. Some women will stay, or some men will crawl in that relationship because of their kids,
Mhm.
which is wrong.
Of course.
Those kids will be fine when you drop dead because
Yeah.
of mental health issues, you know. So the best
Mhm.
thing is separate and become better parents to those kids, you know.
Yeah.
But some people will remain there till they die. Some will remain there till they run mad. Because I've seen where a man went mad because of the kind of wife he had.
Mm.
It's a celebrity too. It's a celebrity also. Right now on social media, that everybody calls him mad because of the way he reacts to things. But this is a guy that his wife beats him. His wife beats him.
Uh-huh.
He has never touched her before. He doesn't treat her bad. But the question is, even if your wife beats you, why don't you walk out of that marriage? Why are you still there? This mad woman can one day break your head with bottle, and what will you do? By then he's gone far, far away, and people will be crying. Oh, he's dead, he's gone.
She won't be breaking my head with no damn bottle, I'll tell you that much. You know?
Well, people can be wicked. People can be wicked for real. People can be wicked.
True. Very true. You're right.
People
You're
can be
right.
really people can be really, really disastrous.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
don't know why things turn out that way, but I feel like don't treat somebody's child wrong. That man is somebody's son. That girl is someone's daughter there. Like, even if, I don't know why people make life hard though, but for me, if the relationship is getting to that level where you hit me, or to the level where I cannot stand your presence anymore, it's best I walk out
Or can't
and
be
find my
trusted.
peace.
Yes.
Find your
Mhm.
peace somewhere else, because you might be someone's peace and he might be someone's peace. But both of you coming together is like two negative wires trying their best to stay. And you guys, there is sparks everywhere. You guys cannot stay, but you're still
Mhm.
trying your best to remain there, stay there, and kill yourselves.
Yep. True.
Some people don't understand that fact of life, though.
Yeah. And it is hard for some to get out of that because they have a fear of the unknown, you know.
Yeah, fear of the unknown. That's true.
And they don't have a person backing them, you know,
Mm-hmm.
properly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when you have that, you know, you're in a little bit better of a position to make a move. But if you don't have that, what do you do? Where are you gonna go? You know what I'm saying?
Still, if you don't have that, still, Sean, the best thing is to still leave that place. It's a
Well,
negative environment.
you're gonna have a place to go. That's some, and some don't. That's an issue.
This is it. Now, see, there is no way you don't have a place to go.
Okay, where are you gonna
The
go?
decision, see, to become a, how will I put this? To become successful, okay? You need to start something for you to get to that success.
Uh-huh.
If you remain in a negative relationship because you don't have where to go, two things: your mental health is going to be destroyed. Another thing, you're going to be a dysfunctional parent. And thirdly, you'll find yourself having different kinds of characters. Today you are a nice character. Tomorrow you're living another style, another life. And before you know what's going on, you are losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
You're becoming older than your age. You're always
Yeah.
screaming. You're always shouting at your kids.
Yeah.
A negative environment is bad. It's terrible. A negative relationship is terrible.
Well, you got to open a center for those individuals because there's not enough of those centers
I should
around.
open it.
If they don't have a
Why?
place to go, where are they going to go? Especially in Nigeria, like here we have, many churches, okay,
Mm-hmm.
um, stuff like that. But it all depends what country you're in too.
Now, in
It does.
Nigeria, John, every individual comes from a particular clan, village,
Yeah,
and family.
a tribe. Okay.
Now, if now going living a relationship where you're broke, you don't have money,
Mhm.
okay, you can go back to your village and find peace.
Well, what if you
Fine.
told everybody in your village? What if you told everybody off? Years ago, are they going to accept you back?
What if you turned everybody off from your village?
Yeah, are they going to accept
Man,
you back?
one thing, and the fact stands that the fact is, if you are from this side of the world and you have a toxic marriage,
Mhm.
something that wants to kill you, please, you have a village. You have a village, and your village, no one can drive you out of that village. That is where you're from. You have a family house. Nobody can tell you get out of that family house. Nobody has that right to do that because it's either your mom or your dad is a family of that family house.
Yeah. What if
But
neither one of them is
the
alive?
reason why most women from here stay in an abusive relationship are they are scared to live the luxury life they have. I don't know if that thing is luxury. I don't know if that thing is luxury.
It all
I don't
depends.
know if I would call that thing luxury. They are scared to leave the city to live in the village. Some of them are scared of what the society, in short, Sean, 99% of them are ashamed of what society is going to say.
Hmm.
That is all what they're ashamed of. They don't want to be seen. According to the society, you are now living a worthless life because you've left that useless man. Now, another thing, she doesn't want to be seen as a woman that wants to collect another woman's husband. That is why some of them remain in that abusive relationship, killing themselves. Recently, a woman, a mom of five, was killed by her husband. He kicked her on the chest. And this lady is not poor. She is a celebrity. Her songs are everywhere.
Mhm.
He kicked her on the chest. She stayed in coma for 2 months before she finally passed. She was a rich woman. She's a celebrity musician. Every event in churches call her. She's a gospel celebrity musician. They call her to come and sing all the time. But why did she remain in that kind of relationship? Is what everybody was asking. Finally, reports came out that because her husband has been arrested, I don't know if because we heard that there was a prison break in the prison where he was. So we heard that he escaped. So nobody knows if he had returned back to the prison. So every money this woman makes goes to his accounts. He's like the manager of her money. Everything she makes goes to him. So according to her parents, they said they tried all their best to take her out of that relationship, but she refused. And she was saying God is going to change her husband. God is going to make him change. She was always praying for this man. God is going to change him. She stayed there till she died. So even if it takes a good woman a long time to get out of that destructive relationship, she would still leave that relationship one day. One day she would leave. Everybody has limits, Sean. Every human
Yeah,
being on earth has limits.
she left. She left in a body bag, though. So she's no longer
That
wealthy
was her
neither.
own.
So I mean, yeah. So I mean, it came at an expense of death. You know.
Yeah,
So.
she died and left little children
Hmm. So it's
just
not
because you
all.
don't want society to accuse you of one thing or the other. One
Mm,
thing I know is that this is the world we live in now is wireless. Social media is wireless. Things are happening every minute and every seconds. Your story that the internet just speaks. Oh, the woman that left her husband that the society was going to judge. The next few minutes, another story is coming in. So your story will be forgotten. It will be forgotten. Like things are happening every
hmm.
minute and every second. So why won't you make the right choice for yourself when you still have your
Yeah.
life intact?
Mm. Well, you can't ask her that question because she's not here anymore. But
She's dead.
yeah.
And our parents are crying every minute, every second because the man ran away from prison. So they
Yeah.
don't know if he's back to
Yeah. What's up,
the
Kodiak?
situation of life.
Yeah. Um. Yep. So we know all about all that stuff all too well. So
Oh, Bryden, please greet Lisa for us and for sending her visual hugs and kisses for
yeah,
her to be well.
absolutely. Mhm.
Man, so it's a sad place to grow up. My father came from Germany during World War II. His father was an SS officer. They lived on a farm. His dad got him and his wife out of the country. They ended up in Herman Gardens housing project in Detroit. Hmm. Man,
Mm.
people should. Relationship is not a do or die affair, man. Don't kill somebody's child. This world is too sweet for negativity, and life is too short for negativity.
Mm. You're telling me.
Even even if God kept you, even if God kept your destiny and said like, oh, you're going to live to 100 years is a very short time.
Mm.
It's a very short time. You
Yep.
know.
True. True. Let me find an aspirin real quick
Okay.
because that was some story we just sat through. So give me 1 second here so I can take a breather. Thank you.
All right. You said take a breather. Thank you. Man, people should just try their best to understand that relationship shouldn't be a place where it's a war zone. Respect your partner no matter what. Like respect what you said you love. Treat that thing right. It's just like when we have pets in the house and we cannot eat the poisonous food, but we throw the poisonous food to our pets. Thank you, Juice. We throw the poisonous food to our pets. That's another relationship human beings don't have with animals. The way we treat our relationship like we treat animals. You know, did you take your aspirin?
I did. I did. My chest pains were kicking in. So so hopefully that thins the blood out a little bit and the chest pains will subside a little bit.
It will. I just pray the cardiologist calls you in quick before
Mhm.
Christmas so that you can have a good Christmas.
I'll still have a good Christmas. You know, I'll still have a good Christmas. As long as you're happy for Christmas, the boys are happy, Manuel's
Yeah,
happy,
if
I'm
you're not
happy.
if you're not well, there's no way there's going to be a smooth Christmas for me
Mm,
because I'll be thinking how you're feeling, You're
mm,
still having tension. Yeah, he is. We're still
I'll be
waiting
all
for that
right.
one
Yeah,
call. I pray they call you
yeah.
in like tomorrow, like now.
Hmm. I knew there was something wrong. Like, um, when I got it the last time,
Right.
that was actually longer than I thought it was. It was before COVID. Um, that I had that procedure done, the catheterization.
Okay.
I just hadn't posted it to my Instagram for a while, but that was roughly when you were on my Instagram. That was roughly the time that we met. You and I met back in March.
Mhm.
So I thought it was the February. That February it wasn't. It was the February before. Um, right
Okay.
before COVID had hit. So then it was a little bit different. Now it's way different. Way worse. So when he did the testing, and you and I were on the phone, and I said, let me take this number, this call, because it could be important. And it
Mhm.
was the doctor. And that's when he said, your aortic valves, he said the one is functioning properly, and the other two look like they're fused together. That's got to be what's causing my chest pains, my shortness of breath, my vision loss, all that type of stuff. So blood and oxygen is not getting to my heart like it should be. That's definitely the issue. Because
Mhm.
like we always say, you know your body better than anybody.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But it's a matter of when he can get me in there to get it done. Um, hopefully it's soon, God willing. So uh, until then, I just go on my day best I can. You know.
Because
Yeah.
by Tuesday it's going to be 1 week since he called you and told you the results of the X-ray they did. So for me, it's getting longer than expected.
Is tomorrow 1 week since I was in the hospital, or 2 weeks?
No, 2 weeks. Saturday is gonna make it. It's gonna make it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then
Thank you,
Tuesday is
Jules.
gonna make it one week since
Hmm.
the X-ray.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Like right now, I'm dizzy as all heck. And that happens. I get that throughout the day and stuff like that. But I said to Irene, I said, and she was the one that asked me. She said, "Are we going live tonight?" I said, "Well, do you want to?" And we thought about it, and I said, "Well, we should go live." Because we were planning on going live 2 days a week before my issue started,
Yeah.
which is supposed to be Fridays and Sundays. But most Sundays we're sitting there and we're like, we really don't feel like going live today. We'll go live tomorrow, and then I go live Monday and Tuesday, back to back days. You know, um,
Mm-hmm.
so because we enjoy getting up here with you guys and just shooting the shit and talking about these things. What is this
Mm-hmm.
notification?
Because like today we said we wanted to go live for 20 minutes. Yeah. And
Yeah,
this is
tonight was only
past
supposed
one
to be a
hour.
real quick one. A real
And
quick
this is
one. We're already
past
a
one
minute.
hour.
Yeah, an hour 13 minutes, man. I mean, because once we get to talking, I mean, you had a huge story to get through. I didn't know you were going to tell that whole damn
No,
story
I
like
didn't
that,
know I was going
but
to tell that story, but you asked me and said, "Yeah, what about the story?" That was why I went into the story.
I
You
got
know.
you. I understand. Yeah.
Oh
Um.
Lord.
Mhm. So that story took up a good amount of time by itself. Otherwise, it probably would have been a 20-minute live. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. But I always like when we come live because it's always fun to get in touch with everybody. Seeing
Mm,
everybody here is amazing and it makes me feel happy.
yeah. Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely. It's true, very true. So, so can't wait till the holidays are over, and then we start the new year and see what 2023 has in store for us
Mm.
and take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking forward to a very good 2023, you know.
Same here. Very
Mhm.
good, and no too much health issues. I just pray after this catheterization they want to do for you. Every other thing should calm down, and the medications you've been taking should now take its full course and let the healing
Mm.
process begin. That's my
Yeah,
belief and faith that it's going to work. I believe it so
got
much. I don't know why I have too much confidence about about it. You know, I feel like
got
it would have
yeah.
taken its course by now if not for this new revelation about the results. You know,
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Well, let's just see how it goes, you know. We'll see
it's
how it
gonna go
goes.
well.
And
It's going
yeah.
to go well by the grace of
Mhm.
God. Everything will go smoothly, and you'll be happy with your health once again.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
to be
That
fine.
would be nice. That would be nice. Absolutely. So, you still gonna do the rapping tonight and the
Yeah,
social
I will. I
content?
will say it's the perfect time to do it. Like, there's no other time I can succeed in doing it because
So
they
you're
will
gonna be
be
up all night.
everywhere. Uh
Yeah,
huh.
you'll be up all
I'll be
night.
up.
So
I'll stay up all night.
you can wake me up for work tonight. You did good last night though. You called me
I will.
back again, so thank you for that. I appreciate that. Um, you called
But
me
that's
back
my
at
job.
midnight. Well, yeah, but the nights you only call me once and then go back to sleep, and I don't hear shit from you until 3 a.m. Well, 3 a.m. my time, 9 a.m. your time.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
Um,
9 a.m. my time. Yeah.
but I said, Irene, you're slacking. You got to get back into your regular stuff of calling me multiple times to make sure I'm awake. I got to get to work. Um, so
Man,
last
you're a
night
very
you
strong
did good.
man. I tell you, Sean. I told you. I said you're a lion in the jungle. You have to roar. You know, and that's what you've been doing since.
Well,
You've been showing whatever is going on in there that look, you can't take charge of me. You
mm,
cannot take charge of me. I own
well,
my body.
I'm
I
not
make
gonna
the
roar
rules
on the
here.
stream. I know. I'm not gonna roar on the stream though. So
No, no,
that's that's definitely out of the question.
no. Instead
Hmm.
of thinking bad and putting it out in the universe, so happy positive thoughts only. Yeah. For me, I say negative vibes, stay far away.
Hmm.
Only positive energy. Only.
True. Very true. Absolutely.
So what are you
Yep.
gonna eat for dinner tonight? Because it will soon be your dinner time.
I don't know. I was gonna make that ham, which is
Okay.
fairly quick because it's only like a quarter-inch thick. Just throw it in the frying pan, flip it over a couple times. I was gonna make that.
Make sure to
Even though
rinse it out to reduce the
the
sodium.
salt. Yes,
Yeah.
I got you, Mama. I got you. I will rinse it off. Yeah.
Hey Jane,
Um,
welcome to the stream. I was hoping you come in the stream. I hope you're good.
what's going on, Jane? So, but the thing Jane was talking about is for the carotid. That's to prevent more or less a stroke. I was looking into
Okay.
that. You know what I'm saying? That's not really like heart. That's the carotid goes to your head. So that's to prevent a stroke. But my issue is in the lower region.
Okay.
Because I had showed my doctor that video with this and that. They actually did that. I was seeing a neurologist 2 years back. When I was seeing the cardiologist back then, I was
Mm-hmm.
also seeing a neurologist for the headaches I was getting. And they did the sonograms on my neck to check for blockages in the carotid arteries. Now I know that's what they were doing. So they had checked for that, you know.
Okay.
hmm yeah, that's basically it. So listen, I quit smoking cigarettes at the end of August. I do vape now. Yes. You bust my balls all the time. Yes. Okay. And but I still appreciate that, because you care. But I did quit smoking cigarettes. Okay. I stopped drinking coffee a week ago. So I've made a lot of progress along the way here.
And you got
Um,
vegan cheese
well, that vegan cheese though wasn't as vegan as we thought it was supposed to be. You know what I'm
because it's
saying?
salty.
Hell yeah, it's salty. That stuff was very salty. And then you looked up that what is it called? Chai Kai? I don't know. Um, whatever the heck the
Which
name of
one?
that. The newest one that you sent me to look into. I
Which
never
one did I
even
send
seen that.
you?
I just said the
Okay,
name Chai or
the cheese
Kai.
I sent to you. Forgotten the
Yeah,
name also.
starts with a C. Um, but the Life vegan cheese that I got was very salty. You could taste it. You know,
Mm.
it was nowhere near regular cheese, but um, so I love my cheese. No matter what I eat, I put cheese on it for the most part. You know, so
Mm.
yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna have tonight. I gotta see. All I know is I'm 3 days into my work week here. I'm tired as all heck. You know that because you're the only one that
Not
sees me
easy.
without glasses and sees how tired my eyes actually can be. You know, because you're always telling me to lay down, lay down, lay down. Um,
Yeah,
so
Veronica, I've read about it also. Welcome, JFK.
hey,
Welcome.
what's up, JFK? What they were
I've read
talking about
about
vaping and
vaping
wanted to,
also. That's why I'm really putting Sean into prayer. Like God should give him the ability to stop vaping because
yeah,
vaping is also bad. It's
it
not like
is.
it's good, but
I didn't say it was good. I never said it was good, but to me,
I know you need
it's
ability
better
to
than
stop.
smoking.
You can't
Yeah,
stop it on your own. You can't do it
yeah,
on your own as it is. It's
yeah.
just like the cigarette. God had to intervene. you
Mhm.
know, He had
Yeah.
to.
Shout out to
Same
all
thing I
12
want.
people in the building. Shout out to all 12 people. We appreciate everybody being here. Thank you. Yeah.
I know very soon you will drop this also.
I
Very
know
soon, I
very
know.
soon. I know very soon you'll stop busting my balls too. So,
Yeah, and that's when you finally throw that thing out. When we visited, when you came for the visit, okay, there was a night you were sleeping and you were like this with the vapes.
I remember.
You know what I was trying to do that night? I was trying to drag.
She had my fucking vapes under her pillows and shit in the bed. She would do that. Like, and then she
I
would
was,
put it in her
I was
cleavage or put it between her
trying to
legs or
drag
some
the
shit.
vape from your
Yeah.
hand, and you were so alert, man. you
Yeah.
woke up. You're
Soon
like,
as you,
leave my vape, Irene, leave my vape
um,
alone.
I'm like, don't touch my vapes, man. Don't touch my vapes. She would try to hide my vapes, you know, because
Finally,
I
you
brought
went,
a lot of
you fell
vapes,
asleep again, and I packed all
hmm
four. I hid some under the pillows, and I hid some in the middle of my breast. I said, let me see how, even if you find this two, let me see how you're going to see the other one.
Oh, I'm gonna find those. Don't you worry. I'll
And
find those.
you woke up immediately. Immediately you
hmm
woke up. Like your spirit was like, oh, there's something wrong. I need to wake up. You woke up immediately and
Yeah.
you're like, I was hearing, where's my vape? Because I did it up when I was done. I faced the other corner. You're like, where's my vape? Where's my
hmm
vape? I acted like I was deeply asleep.
What's up, Lisa?
Hey, Lisa, you're
Exactly.
welcome. Welcome. How are you doing?
But you
I
know
hope you're
what?
doing
That
good
whole
today.
week, yeah. Hopefully you're doing wonderful, Lisa. Absolutely. But during that week, I didn't have any issues like health
Yeah,
wise,
that's
like
what I
physical
observed that
wise.
too.
I adjusted to the
Mhm.
time change very quickly. I was
Yeah.
eating at times that I normally wouldn't eat. Like we would eat
Mhm.
full meals together, and normally
Exactly,
when
man.
I'm here, I don't
You're a
do that.
gangster. You're a gangster in those food, man.
You're a gangster. You're a gangster. You
You
know?
were able to say it. Man, that's some gangster food right there. And I'm like,
Oh,
I love the way you eating. Like, the reason why I was that happy that you were eating was because these were cooked meals
hmm.
straight from the kitchen. So I
Mm.
was excited that this period, you're not going to be eating any processed food. Everything is going to be made directly from the kitchen. If you're eating any fish, it's going to be fresh and direct from the kitchen. Everything was organic. So I was excited.
Mm.
But another thing I observed was coffee was reduced and your vaping was not as, you were not hitting on your vape all the time during that
I
time
was,
we're together.
yeah, but I was, hitting on it, but
What you did was, when you're done eating, you'd be like, I'm going outside to vape. Are you
that's
coming
what I
with me? And
did.
I'm like, no.
That's what I did, and then you would come out there looking for me, and I would be talking to the doorman, even though he didn't speak English.
Well, you used to talk to him.
Yeah, there was a multiple people. The door people. There was always somebody. And
What were you guys discussing though?
oh, I don't know. I was just, but me. I would speak Spanish to them every time they would open the door. I'd be like, "Gracias, Charlie," and then in the morning time, I'd be like, Buenos dias, Charlie," So, yeah, but there
I
was a
never did. You
difference.
used to do those things.
Yeah, well, I did it a lot when I was with you too. In the one video, you can hear me saying it. I said "Buenos dias, Charlie" to the guy, but there was a difference in. Let me explain to everybody with that hotel. They had pre-made food out already. If you didn't like any of that, like you could order, whatever you wanted, and they would cook it for you. But we would mainly go for the all-you-could-eat food, which was the already made food, because you would get
Yeah.
that and the dessert for 24,000 sefa, which comes out to $18 all you can eat.
Yeah.
So we preferred that over ordering the other food because that would have been a lot more expensive. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
um, so and they had pretty good food, especially for you. I mean, you always had your chicken and rice. I mean, or the fish that you had. So you were always decent
And
with
you
the food that
always
they
had
had.
your potatoes to go.
Well, those potatoes were gangster, especially
And one time we had, um is it macaroni and cheese? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I remember that day. But that
Yeah.
video we did, and I took the camera and I showed the food, and I showed your food. You had two full plates, and I said, "Man, I love a girl who can eat like a gangster,
Exactly. It's
like
better.
me,
Yeah.
like me." And
Oh God.
so that was good. Yeah, the
Oh,
food
those
was
were good
really good.
memories.
Yeah, they were good memories. Absolutely, that
Yeah.
week was something else. Let me tell you, it
And they
really
knew
was.
us then. They knew us. They were like, I don't know what they were saying though, because even I don't understand French. They were
Yeah,
speaking whatever they wanted. They were speaking in their language. So, well, those things you did there made me realize that for everybody on earth, there are people. Your people is there. There's a person for you. Let me put it that way.
yeah.
There's a person for you,
Mhm.
because Sean came in right from the first day he landed that night. You started eating. Do you remember? It was not even close to your dinner time, but you were like, I'm so hungry, I want to eat. And we went down to the restaurant, you started eating.
What time did I get in the first night? Was that 9 or 11?
No, you got in, the plane landed at 9:18.
But by the time I
And
saw
then,
you, it's like 12 because it took so damn long. Because they have one metal detector in that little ass airport.
yeah, true. So after we got to the room, you said you're hungry, you want to eat. And I'm like, didn't you eat in the flight? And you said you did. But I was happy that you were that hungry. And that
Yeah.
night, you didn't eat on your vape too much. And we tried to go live, and the network was horrible. So the next day, you woke me up and you're like, you're hungry, let's go for breakfast. And I checked the time. I told her, I said, this is not your regular time you eat. You're like, and I'm hungry. I think I think
Yeah.
I lose some energy. And
Hmm.
I was happy how you were eating that period. So many things was not happening to you. Your chest pain, your stomach, the palpitations were not regular, you know. Because I always ask you, how do you feel?
Hmm.
How do you feel? I was always asking you, how do you feel? You know,
Yeah,
you're
you
a
do
strong
every
man.
day. You do every
You're a
day.
strong
You
man.
know, you're a strong woman.
Because while
Hmm.
you were at you were at the airport in the US, coming down to France.
Hmm.
When I saw you at Paris, I was like, man, this guy, and you were so excited, like I was so happy to see you in that mood because I was praying for you to not fall sick, to be in good spirit and positive energy. I was actually praying for that, and I was constantly tracking the plane.
Oh, I know.
You know,
I know. Yeah, I know about that. There and back. And you were
yeah,
wrong on the way back. Like you're like, Sean, why haven't you called me? Your plane landed 20 minutes ago. I said, no, we're still in the air, circling over the Atlantic Ocean right now. We have not landed yet. We haven't gotten clearance yet. You know, so
yeah.
it was a little bit off on the way back, but I was happy.
Thank
With
you,
that,
thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. Thank
that
you so
that
much.
that flight is the longer one. The first one, that's 7.5 hours. The second
Hmm.
one from France to Benin is only like 5 hours and 50 minutes. I mean, which is a long time. Don't get me wrong, but I flew over 6,700 miles in one day.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
That's gangster
So
right there, according to
it's
you.
it's very gangster. But it was a worthwhile cause because that trip was due to happen originally in August. Um,
Yeah.
and involve other people as well. But things didn't
Hey,
go
thank
like
you so
that,
much, Jane. Thank you so much,
So
Jane.
I never heard him live. Yeah, Irene brings out the best in me always. She's, aside from my daughter, she's number one. And she knows that. She knows that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And
You
you
know,
bring out the best in me also because I can remember how I was. You know,
I
you
I
bring out
do
the
know.
best in me too. I remember
Okay.
how I was. How man, life. This life is very crazy.
Hmm. You're telling me. Absolutely.
You know.
Yep.
Recently, Dario asked me, he said, "Mommy, you look smart now. You look bright. You're much more happier. What happened to you before?"
Hmm.
I couldn't
Well.
answer that question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just looked at him. I was like, "Why did you ask?" He said, "Because you laugh more. You're
Mm-hmm.
much more kind to us." And I'm like, "Was I not kind to you guys?" But you were always shouting. You were
Mm-hmm.
always shouting.
Yeah, you
You
said
don't
that. You said that
you don't
before. I
play you
remember you
don't play
saying
you
that.
don't play with us like as much as you play with us now. You
Hmm.
know.
Yeah,
Well, I'm happy. I'm excited, and I know we are a work in progress, and God is going to answer my prayers. He's going to do everything. You know, everything will
I,
be perfect.
I know. I got you.
And today I got your Christmas gift. It arrived beautifully well, just the way I wanted it. And I was so happy that I had to call the company I got it from. And the
Mm,
woman was like, "Oh, I'm happy you love everything you've seen." I said, "Man, I wasn't expecting it to be this fine, but I'm excited."
yeah, and I couldn't guess what it was, even though she showed
No,
me
you
what
can
the
never
hell is
guess. It's a surprise.
what the hell the thing was. You know, yeah, my bad. I put that up by mistake.
Okay.
Hmm. So yeah, I don't know what the heck it is, but
You
you
can never
you're gonna have to go
know.
buy your own. Yeah, you're buying your own gifts. That's what you have to do this year. Um,
No, it's not a problem. My own is as long as that gift it will reach your doorstep before Christmas. That's what I want.
And it doesn't have to. I told you that. It doesn't have
Well,
to. You
it's
know.
Christmas. It has to be special this time.
Yeah. But I'm saying my gift to you, is you go just go buy your own gift. I
For
gave I
me,
gave you
man,
money. Just
Sean,
go buy
you
whatever you
you
want.
you are. I don't know if you can actually see spiritually. You are already
Mhm.
wrapped up as a gift for me.
Mhm.
Okay, you already
Mm.
wrapped up. Like my own gift came earlier than I expected, and which is you. So you being okay, your mental health is okay, and you are fine. That's my major gift this year.
I'm fine. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the guy that's just passed that killed himself?
Which one? I mean, a lot do
I've
every
forgotten
day.
his name. It's they call him Boss Twitch, something like that. He's a DJ, he's a
Oh,
dancer,
that.
and he's
Yeah.
an
Mhm.
actor.
Yeah.
Now he posted a video 2 hours before he killed himself, where he was
Mhm.
dancing, very happy. Nobody would believe that when he leaves that place, he's going to kill himself.
Yeah.
So for me, I want you to be in good spirits, your mental health balance. You're not
Yeah.
dysfunctional. You're taking charge of your mind, your emotions, and everything. That's my major gift right there.
Well, we bounce off of each other, so thank you,
Everybody's
Jane.
about
We
to do
we
that.
we appreciate that, Jane.
Thank you so
We
much,
we
Jane. Thank you.
we both bring out the best in the other, and
In
that's
each
just the
other.
way it is. You know.
Yeah.
And the way we are with one another, if like only her and I understand how we speak to each other. So
Hmm.
any outsider who listens to us speak would be like, "Wow, they're dysfunctional," but to us, we're we're the perfect pair.
Please don't
Like
let me laugh. Don't
it's
let
true
me
though. You
laugh.
know this. We've spoke on this. The way
Oh
we'll
my God.
talk to each other, you'll think we're disrespecting one another, but we're not. That's just how we get down. Okay? That's what we're used to. So, but somebody else listening in will think we're disrespecting the other, and we're not. It's just how we
And the good thing
communicate
is
with
that
one
we don't
another.
we don't yell at the same time.
That's always a good thing. Yelling at
I
the
wonder
same
how
time.
we
It's not
how we
good.
managed to do that though.
Hmm.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I remember there was a day where you were trying to drag me and taunt me at the same time. I
Mm.
started laughing, and you're like, "I'm talking to you, and you're laughing, young lady. I know where you are all the time, man." That thing made me laugh, and you
I
and
did.
you couldn't go further. You're like, "Oh, why are you laughing though?" And I'm like, "What you said is funny. It's funny, you
I
know."
did. Yeah, I said that. I'm like, young lady, I know where you are at all times.
All time.
And it still holds true to this day. I still
Mhm.
do. But as you
That's because
said,
we don't hide anything from each other. That's why. So we know what
yeah,
we are
that's
doing
true.
at all the
That
time.
that's true. But like you said, I'm your guardian, and I
Mm-hmm.
am. I look over you, like, and damn well I'll die for you, you know, if need be, So it's just the way it is, you know, just the way it goes.
No one thing about you is your selflessness.
Hmm.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
I was telling you something about Charlie, talking to him about changing adding to his medication, you know.
Hmm.
And the next thing you said, and I was like, we should do it like a Christmas gift. And you're like, well, yes, I'm going to actually take care of that. And I was thinking in my mind, like, man, you are very caring, even to a friend, you
Well,
know?
thankfully, nobody knows him on the stream, but because he
Yeah,
could be
nobody knows him
listening
yet.
or watch this. So let's
Yeah.
not go too deep. But you're
Oh,
right.
Lord, I'm even spilling it out because it's supposed to be like his gift.
But I did say because you had said, as long as you would cover the monetary value of it, I said, well, I would cover it. The
Mhm.
money doesn't matter to me. Somebody being well and being healthy is all that matters. The money doesn't matter. I'll take that hit, as long as
Man,
somebody's
I was
gonna be
surprised when you
healthy.
said so.
Yeah.
Said, wow. And
Mhm.
that's a friend right there. Everybody needs that kind of a friend, you know.
It's
A
true.
friend that is always like, how are you, my friend? How do you do? I always
Mhm.
think about you. Man, that kind of friendship is rare. It's hard to find in this day and time.
Mhm.
You know,
True.
some people are your friend because there are things they benefit from you.
Mhm.
Like somebody was saying, like I think the guys, all these people that do what do they call them? They demonstrate their motivational speaking abilities in the spoken word. That's what they call what they do.
Uh-huh.
So the guy was like, people both in your family and outside, they don't want to be your friend except they have something that they are gaining from you. They are friends with benefits with you. But once
Yeah.
they are done with you, they move on very fast.
Mhm.
You know, they move on very quickly. They don't want to be part of you when you're down, when you're crying, when you're on your trying times. They just want to be
Mhm.
with you when you are happy.
Yeah.
There's this musician that lost his son in November.
Mhm.
He lost his son a week after his son's it was his son's birthday. The boy drowned inside their house in their pool. Now this guy used to walk around with 30 gang of friends.
Mhm.
They used to call themselves 30 BG, you know,
Mhm.
30 billionaires gang. That's what they call themselves. Now, who is the billionaire among them? Is this musician. These people at his back are people he helps, gives them money, support them and everything. Now, the question the world was asking him was, where were all your 30 million gang members when your son was drowning? That question really hit him so hard that he had to dissolve his circle.
Mhm.
Right now, he has not been able to come out to social media to do anything.
Mm.
He has told everybody to stay on their own, they should be on their own. That's life.
Mhm. It is. It's very true.
He has told
Very
everybody,
true.
please, this gang is no more. I don't want to raise anybody anymore. Please go and look for jobs, help yourselves out.
And that's 30 people. So when you have one
Yeah.
person that you can rely on, depend on, that you always know is going to be there for you,
Mm-hmm.
you can't beat that, you know? So
Yeah.
when you turn around, they're always going to be right there watching over you. Like that whole week I was with you and we would get into the elevator. What did I used to do? I used to
Man,
always
John,
get at
you were protective helmet, like you were always standing at the back, like, and I'm like, why are you
always.
standing at the back? And you're like, no, no,
Finally,
no.
I said why. I said, I need to be behind you. I have to have my eyes on you at all times.
Yeah,
I
that's
need
what
to
you
make
said.
sure you're good. And I didn't like anybody getting in the elevator with us. You knew that,
Mm,
you
yeah.
know? Um, that's just the way
Only
I
few
am.
times we got people in the elevator with us. Only few times.
Yeah. hmm
Protect
You know?
the protection shield. That
hmm
was what you were.
Always. Even when we went out and we went walking that day, you could see it in the video. I was behind you. I was scanning everything around us, you know? It's just the way it is, because
That's how you are.
hmm yep,
The lion of the jungle. Hmm.
you're my one and only love. So, well, besides Cass, I mean, I love her, but I'm saying the person that I'm in love with, there's a difference there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
make
the,
sure
fa-
she's
the
good.
father and daughter love is different from
Mm,
having love for your wife or for your partner. Man, what
mm.
is this? Hmm. Dr. Pimple Popper, she pops anything.
Are you watching that stuff?
Yeah, that's
Steve
what they're
Harvey
saying now.
said it best. He's 61, has only two friends that would be there for him no matter what. Absolutely. You'll take care. I'm gonna dip. Cam is on a catch and he's gonna crash here tonight, so I gotta do a few things. All right, Jane. Thanks for stopping by. We
Thanks for
appreciate you.
stopping by, Jenny. I
Yeah, much
appreciate you
love,
a lot.
Jane. If we don't see you, have a good Christmas. We will probably do another live before Christmas, but you never know.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends how things go for me. Um, so if we don't see you, have a good Christmas and much love and be safe out there.
We'll have another stream before Christmas, man. By this time, next week by this time would be 23.
Mm,
Friday,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
Saturday is 24th and Christmas is 25. So we
Mhm,
will have another stream by the
mhm.
grace of God. We will.
By the grace of God, you said it right there. There you go. You know. So
Later. Juice. Later, Jane. You took part. Steve Harvey said his best is 61 and only has two friends that would be there for him no matter what. Yeah, some people are blessed like that with good friends, and some are
mm,
not.
yeah. Irene knows about that. She likes to drop the Steve Harvey videos on her channel, and
Yeah, because it's inspirational, and it
mhm,
speaks facts. Like today, there's a video of this I saw. It was talking about men, how men identify a woman they actually can marry. And he said a real man would know if he wants to marry a certain girl under 6 months.
mhm,
And he said because under that 6 months, she has showed you everything she is. So every man would know who they want to marry. You
yeah.
know, Steve Harvey is a true man and badass. Yes, he is. He is.
Because even you know that and a lot of people don't know this, but I was with my daughter's mother for 10 years. Okay, I loved her, but I was never in love with her. Okay,
Man, when you
big
told me that, I was amazed. The night you told me that, I was like, what?
big difference.
Is it
Big
possible in this life?
For
You
10
know?
years we were together. I loved her, but I was never in love with her. We had a child. Yes, she'll be 18 in March. But
Mhm.
what you do for me, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, I'm in love with you, and you know this. So, you know, it's way deeper than that. So, you know it. hmm
And Virgo people are very picky.
And I know the same goes the opposite way, but you're a little bit different about speaking about things than I am. So I'll say
Mhm.
it for you. You don't have to say it. I'll say it for you. Because I know how you are. So, but that's why we mesh so well together. We come up here on these streams. We have a good time.
Mhm.
Because even to this day, we'll be on the phone on video call, and you'll be staring at me. Okay, like you're
Yeah,
kind of doing
because
right now.
I admire you. That's why I
Okay.
admire how strong you are. Sean,
Mm.
man, do you know what you're passing through is strong?
Yeah. Yeah.
There are people that are not even half to this, they pass.
Mhm.
But you, God has really showed me that yes, He's involved. He's involved.
I'm very
You know,
involved. Absolutely.
before
Hmm.
before I used to be like, what is the reason that I know you? What happened that night? What was the trigger that
You
like
still
what
ask
was
that
the
question.
fire
Yeah. You
that
still ask that
started?
question. Mhm.
I still ask. And yesterday I was like, I know for every reason, for everything that happens to everybody, there's a reason.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's not yet your time to depart from us, Sean. You're not
Hmm.
even close to that time yet.
I hope
Because
not.
you're going nowhere. You see the results you got from your doctor. If you were still in your low time, then you before this result, when you won't even get this result before something will happen.
Uh-huh.
But God brought us together, made us to start looking for medications that could actually calm things down. My
Mm.
mind tells me something, and I believe strongly in my instincts. My instincts don't lie, Sean.
Oh,
I
here we
believe
go.
that
Mm-hmm.
this tea that you're taking and this supplement you're taking, God brought in that stuff to your life for a reason.
Mm.
God made you and I to meet for a reason. He didn't want you to leave, and He didn't bring me to know you and then take you away from me. Not possible.
Okay.
Remember, you said there was a time they did catheterization for you, they didn't see anything. You remember
Mm-hmm.
when you used to tell me those things, and you used to pass through pains. And then, if a doctor should
Mm-hmm.
diagnose someone that has pains or someone that is sick, they don't find solution. That means it's a different case, or would I say it's a spiritual thing now? Because if medicine cannot find cure to that sickness, then what would the owner of the body do? Nothing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But now, this is how things are. So I believe there is a reason, and the reason is this: for me to pamper you, take care of you because you have a good heart.
Mm.
You fight for the right causes. You fight for kids. You know, you want to protect kids. I see how you protect the boys. I see how you ask questions about the boys. You know, God has a job for you right here. You
Mm.
have to fulfill it before you move. Same as me. Same as everyone in the catching community. We all have a job to do, which
Mm.
is to protect all the kids that we can protect.
That that's why I love you, because you look after us like we're fragile little eggs. Okay? Not to be entrusted. Okay? Not to be entrusted to just anything or anybody. Okay? But
Hmm.
you are the best. You know that. So that's what it is. And we're gonna have
Hmm.
a lot more good years in front of us.
Thank you for saying that, Sean.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
saying what you said.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now that is one positive thing. For my time, it's a brand new day, and you're
Mm,
using your mouth to say that. That
mm.
is a blessing for you.
Well, I can
We
use my
should
mouth for a lot of things to say, okay, but
to faith,
to do
to
and to
faith,
say, I could use my mouth. Yes. So I'm gonna leave that one alone.
to
Oh
use your
man,
mouth to faith. Use your mouth to
yeah,
say, "Oh shit,"
yep.
and you can also use your mouth to bless yourself. You
We
know,
all can. We all
we
can.
can
You
because
know.
we have the power in us. There was this, I've forgotten his name in the
Mm,
Bible. He was very, very sick. I think he was down with a terminal illness. And what was his name? Was it Joseph the dreamer that came to him? I've forgotten the story. But when I get the names of those people, I'm going to say it on the stream when we do another stream.
uh-huh.
He was sick, but he was a philanthropist. He
Mhm.
helps people. In the Bible, he was a very wealthy man. He helps people. He doesn't want to see anybody in a circle being sick or living in poverty. So this guy was helping people. So the prophet came knocking on his door to tell him what God revealed to him. And after the prophet told him, and he said, God said, I should tell you that you're going to die in less than in few days. So he received the news that the prophecy that God sent the prophet to come and tell him. He said,
Mhm.
okay, no problem. When the prophet left, he turned and faced the wall where he was lying. And he said, God, You brought me to this world for a purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's time for me to die yet. Don't think it's time. I
For
think
you
his
to
name.
die?
I think his name. His name is trying to come to my head. Ezekiah is his name. Ezekiah is the philanthropist's name. That was his name, Ezekiah. So he told God and said, I'm a philanthropist. If I die, who is going to continue to bless these people? Who is going to alleviate
Mm-hmm.
poverty? Who is going to do this? He gave God reasons for him not to live yet, you know. And God, there and there, told him he's going to add more years to his life. Now, the prophet that God sent to come and give him that vision came back and told him, well, God said, I should tell you that He has added more years to your life.
Mm.
You get? And
I
that was
get.
it.
Yeah.
That is it. Like, that
I
is it.
get.
That is why I
Yeah.
said we have power in our tongue. We should use it to bless ourselves, use it to pronounce good things to ourselves. Look yourself in the mirror and pronounce positive things into your life.
Well, what I was saying earlier was I wasn't talking negative, even though you thought I was when I was at
Well,
work and
for
you went
me,
on
I
your
feel
rant.
like you were.
Well, we both flip out from time to time, okay? And that's just the way it is, you know.
Yeah, God, don't quit. Keep
I wasn't
grinding.
I wasn't talking negative in that aspect, but you took it that way, okay? And you came at
Hey,
me,
bye, girl. I didn't
okay?
even know she left. Bye, Veronica.
Yeah, I wrote to her. Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you.
Grandkids were coming over. Well, maybe if you look at the chat from time to time, you would see what's going on over there, young lady.
I
Okay.
am. I'm up
Okay.
to date.
I'm sure you are. Now you are. Check the last 50 messages, and you might see something going on.
I
So,
tell people it won't let me go till I do my job and haven't gotten started. So much more time. Yeah, got time, man. We
well,
got
hopefully he
time.
gives me a lot of time. You know,
He
hopefully he
will.
gives
He
me a lot of
has.
time.
All you need to do is tell yourself that you have a lot of time. I used to
You know what?
tell I used to tell the boys something. I used to tell them,
Hmm,
do not let your emotions to guide you.
hmm,
Be in charge of your emotions. Do not let your emotions to control you because it can control you to do the wrong things. But when you are in charge, that means God is in charge. So that's it, Sean. You are in charge. You have been a lion all this while. You have been pushing. You have been like, congratulations to you because you quit cigarette. You stopped coffee. Now you've even gone to buy vegan cheese, vegan stuff, you know? You're working hard. And God has seen that. So it's going to keep you, sustain you. And you don't even know, God might even remove the problem and replenish it, like giving you a
well,
new life.
I hope so. I hope
He
so.
can.
But like the other day, you said to me, you said, Sean, you quit smoking for you, and I said I really didn't. I mean, in a sense,
I don't know
that's
why you
kind
said
of,
you didn't do it
but
for
it,
yourself.
but it's kind of true in a sense. I didn't. You know, I did it for you, and I did it for other reasons. Okay, which we know. It wasn't really for me. Okay,
Why would
so
you say it wasn't for you?
I'm gonna be honest because it really wasn't. It really wasn't. You know, that's just the way it is. You know,
Yes, maybe at first it wasn't for you. But if
just
you
like
check it out,
yeah, just like I said to you, what was it yesterday, or the day before? I said if you bring up vaping one more time, I'm going back to
you're going to go
smoking.
back to cigarette.
I said that straight out. I said, do not mention vaping one more time to me, okay? Because I'm gonna go back to smoking. You know,
That's
and
what you
that
said.
I exactly, and
And
I'll
I
be
made
straight
one
up and
statement. I don't know
yes.
if you remember what I said.
What'd you say?
I said, God forbid that you go back to your vomit.
Okay. But
That's
I'm
what I
just
said.
being honest in front of
Maybe
everybody right here. I'm just
I have
being
been
honest in
honest
front of
too because
everybody.
that was exactly what I said. And you were like, what did you say? I said, God forbid, Sean, that you go back to your vomit. I said it's only dogs that vomit and go back to eat their vomit, but you are a lion and lions don't go back to their vomit. And you're like, why do you always say this? I said, because I know, Sean, you cannot go back to your vomit. That's what I want to tell you tonight. And in these early hours of the day, the spirit that governs positivity, kindness, and healing and progress has listened to my voice. You would not go back to smoking cigarette, no matter the condition, no matter the urge.
I
You would
may
not go
be,
back.
I may be a lion, but you're the pride. Okay, you are the pride.
Well, we need a lot of lioness to make a pride. A lot of lioness and lions to make a pride.
And but you got all that. You got all that. So you're certified to take that role. You know, you
Thank you.
definitely. You're welcome. Thank you.
So for me, I feel this is what you needed, Sean. This is what you needed to actually stand tall for a good reason.
And
You
let's
needed,
flip it around. This is what you needed to stand tall for a good
Sean,
reason too.
we are both healers to ourselves.
Exactly. But you can't put
Every
everything
good
all on me.
every good love relationship, if you check it out very well, you see that you are your husband's healer. Your wife is your healer also.
Hmm.
You
It's a,
motivate each other.
it's a two-way street.
It's a two-way
So
street.
so
That's why I say love is 100,
don't give
100,
me
not 50, 50.
I
100, 100.
I know. So don't give me all the credit because you deserve a lot of credit yourself.
Don't worry,
Okay?
you will.
And that's the truth.
You will stop smoking soon. Very soon.
Hmm. And you'll stop busting my
Yeah.
balls about stopping smoking soon too. So,
Do you know,
let's go
do
back
you
to
know
the
the
comments.
do you know the best way to actually quit smoking is one. If you want to. Now, just like we bless our food, the food
Hmm.
we eat, when we keep them on the table and you're like, hey, let's pray before we eat. If you want to smoke your cigarette, oh, that cigarette, I'm blessing.
Hmm.
And
Uh-oh.
let's see if you be able to put it in your mouth.
Uh-oh. She's having a laugh over there. Hmm.
No, seriously. If you want to try it, like try it one day.
Okay.
If you know you smoke on this stream, like try it one day. Hold your cigarette and pray. Bless it just the way you used to bless your meal and put in your mouth. You won't be
Here's,
able. Your
here's,
conscience would allow you.
here's something
I'm
else.
confused who you have claimed your ex is being hit by people. I've never been bounced about. Are you drunk in work? What the fuck? Check out
Hmm.
this comments. Just
Yeah.
smoke more weed. Love that laugh. For real.
Hmm.
If you if you if you want to
Yeah.
stop it, yeah, I knew this was a troll channel. I knew. If you want to stop doing it, just try that. Try doing
Uh-huh.
that, and you see that it will just you will just see yourself stop smoking
Uh-huh.
instantly. Your conscience will be like, oh, like you will stop.
Yeah. Hmm. True. What are you staring at?
Nothing much. I was just checking out something. Okay.
Okay.
So if you actually want to stop smoking, just do what I said. Keep that cigarette on the table. Place your hand like a pastor. Try to bless it. You will see that your hands will be shaking to pick it up and put it in your mouth. You won't be able. You won't be able at all. Cat
Well,
eyes, welcome to the stream.
hey, Cat Eyes.
Like
Um,
this vaping,
no,
you're
that's not
holding
cat.
now.
Did you say cat eyes? That's cats.
Oh, that's cats. I was like,
You're
God,
so bad, man. Don't screw me up here. You know, I'm leading after you. You spelled people's names wrong
oh
the
my
other day.
God.
Now you're saying
No,
the
that
wrong
one was
stuff.
not my fault. That was typo, not me. That was typo.
Oh,
It
no,
happens to it can happen to anybody, man.
it's text to talk is what it is. Now you got me saying the wrong names. Hey, cats. We hope you're well.
Yes, God, you can. You can stop by the grace of God.
Yeah.
Just do this thing I said. Drop it on the table and place your hand like you want to, like you blessing it. You would see you'll be scared to lift it up and put in your mouth.
There's something wrong with you tonight. There is. Oh my lord.
Just leave it. Oh Lord. Do you know my stepmom used to own a bar where people smoke, drink, and everything. So
Yeah.
one day there was this customer we used to have. Once he tastes, even if it's one shot of beer,
Hmm.
he'll be drunk immediately. Like there are no two ways about it. And then
So
when
would
he's
I.
drunk,
Yeah.
so with you,
Yeah. I don't drink. So if I drink one beer, I'll be having a buzz. You know. I'm not a drinker.
okay,
You know. Yeah.
okay, Justin, bless you too.
Give me 1 second. Keep everybody entertained, please.
Okay, so so one day the man came in to have his beer once again, and then I looked at him. I was like, "You don't need to drink today. Don't drink." And he said, "No, if I go home, if I go home as a normal man, my wife is going to nag me too much, and I don't want to deal with that. So for that reason, I know drinking beer is not good for me. I know it's bad, but this is what I have to live with." And I was like, well, if this is what you have to live with, that means you need to change your environment. And he was like, no, I don't need to change my environment. All I need to do is to drink into my environment. I know I know I'm not supposed to drink because my doctor says it's bad. And I really pray I can quit drinking. And so I told him and I said, when I give you today's beer, before you turn it into your glass, bless that beer. Bless the, the glass before you lift it into your mouth. So he was like, why should I pray on beer? It's alcohol. I said, yes, it's alcohol, but you said you want to quit. So you have to pray. Pray on it and let's see if you'll be able to lift it up. But before you do anything, make sure to pay first. So you won't be owing us. So he didn't pray though. He drank his beer and became drunk and went back home and got 6 year 10.50 a packet. So he didn't pray on it. He drank it and went back home so he could rest because he said his wife always nags him. Oh, so sorry about that, Kurt. Whoa, I wonder where Sean went to though. Man, I didn't know we were going to stay up to this time on today's stream. I'm always excited sitting down here and having to see you guys on the stream. Is always a relief to actually sit on the stream with Sean and having you guys 750 us back. Okay, I even heard on the news that the U.S. government are moving prayer to stop vapes from selling and circulating in the US. I wonder what vapors are going to do when that happens.
What I miss?
You missed the part where the government is trying to stop vaping, as in vape to be
What?
sold in the US.
What? Oh yeah.
Vape.
Well, they've been trying to do that for yeah. They already banned the jewels. Um, you know, so well, most flavored ones. You know, the refillable. I mean, yeah, but it makes too much money. You know, it makes too much money. So. Mhm.
It's all good. I have Justine. She's my strength, My love, my life. Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. We work hard, yeah. And God is going to complete your everything. He's going to perfect everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm old, you're vaping. Okay. Oh Lord.
Wow. 2 hours already. Over 2 hours. Wow. We were only
It's
planning
good.
on doing a 20-minute. It's good. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Because it's not close to your dinner time yet, but you have like few minutes to go to your dinner time. So before that time, I think we have like 50 something minutes to your dinner time. So before then we'll be done.
Dinner time. Now,
That's-
well, if we were in Benin right now, we would be sleeping, right?
Yeah, sometimes we don't even sleep early though. We stay up trying to create content, trying to edit. So sometimes we don't sleep early. We fought hard to change laws and save it. Yeah. Vaping and cigarette takes a lot of money from people that actually vape or smoke cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot of money. If you keep that money you use in cigarette for a month, you will realize how much you save.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You
Yep.
realize how much you've been able to save from not smoking.
Mm. How are you not tired? It's 2 a.m. already.
I don't know. So that's how today's spirit is though. I'm not even
Hmm.
feeling sleepy. That's why I
Wow.
know. I knew
Well,
today was going to be like that. I knew it.
well, the good thing is you'll wake me up for work tonight, pretty
Yeah.
well. So,
Mm-hmm.
which will be good, especially if you do the wrapping of the gifts
I
and
will.
you
Yeah.
do the content and all that. If you stick to that, you'll pull an
I hope
all-nighter,
the wrapping
you know.
paper I have is enough though, because I don't know if
Mhm.
it's enough. It's when I start on wrapping it that I would know if the wrapping papers are enough.
And I'm
Just 2 minutes
yawning
later,
already.
so I can share this now. This community is so amazing. She posted something on our Facebook page I thought was amazing.
Mhm.
Okay.
I haven't been to Facebook in probably 20 years. Yeah, you know, except for when you and I went on our pages together that one day, and I changed our relationship statuses to married, and all our people got notifications and say congratulations, and I said I'm not married, man. I'm
Even
not
I
married.
got congratulations also. She
Yeah.
wanted to get me an electric wheelchair for Xmas and asked for help to our surprise.
Mm.
Man, I love to see love, Sean.
I love to see love too.
It's always beautiful.
Yep. Like Lala
And
says, you gotta lead with the love. So
yes,
lead
and
with the
that's
love.
a very good spirit.
Hmm.
It's a very good spirit.
Absolutely.
Someone stepped up and ordered it for me. We'll be here in 5 days. Oh my goodness. That's some
Wow.
good things right there. That's like very big lights.
Yeah. What is that like
Congratulations, I must
a,
say.
a pa-
Congratulations.
yeah, congratulations. A power wheelchair, those are pretty convenient, you know.
Yeah.
These days they're
There,
pretty
there,
compact to
there's
fold up and
one
go in cars.
there was one I saw in my church. I think that was 2019. Yeah. So the one I saw was the man can actually press it and it will lift him up to stand straight.
Oh yeah, the lift, yeah. Those things are expensive though.
Yeah,
Those things
very
can be
expensive. Yes.
very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So when it can make him stand straight. Then there's another button is going to press. Then you just move him around.
Mhm. Mhm.
Later on, there's another thing is going to press. Going to come down slowly, slowly, slowly till it becomes in form of a wheelchair again. Those one I know is
Yeah.
going to be really, really expensive.
Yeah. Absolutely,
Wow.
Kurt. Truly, truly blessed. 130,000. Yeah, I believe that in a second. Yeah, those.
For the one I just explained, or for which one?
Well, for a lot of them, those ones that have the ramps come out, yeah, they're expensive. Absolutely,
Wow.
because it's got to be able to accommodate
It's
the chair you're
expensive.
using too, and lock you into place too when you go into the vehicle. Then you got to be able to spin around, have your hand and foot controls too if you require
Oh,
that. So it's a lot of modifications on a vehicle.
wow.
A lot. Yeah.
That would be really, really helpful. That's beautiful. Like, it's
Yeah.
one of the best Christmas gifts anyone can get. For real. But that one is so neat.
Hmm.
It has spider legs. Laughing out loud.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
that's good, Kurt. You're
Congratulations.
gonna.
That's a very
Yeah.
beautiful Christmas gift. Arriving before Christmas. That means you're going to have a very beautiful and loving Christmas.
Yeah.
It's crazy the lady had one. It was wild. Wow. Hmm. God has a way of blessing people, Sean.
Yeah.
He has a
Yeah.
way of turning sorrow into joy, you know.
Hmm.
Every day is a blessing. Every day is a blessing.
That's why I say if God wakes me up, I'll go on with my day because you never know what tomorrow may bring. You never know.
Yeah,
So,
but you're really blessed for real.
hmm,
I used to tell people that you never know what blessing your disappointment brought to you.
yeah, true,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't know why I'm so tired right now. Well, I do know. I mean, I'm on 3 nights of a 5-day week.
Yeah.
With mandatory
Stress.
overtime on Sunday, but at 8:30 I'll sleep and then I'll get up at
I don't like when they
11:30.
put that Sunday mandatory work. I don't used to like it. It's like
Yeah.
extra. That's like 50 hours a week.
Yeah. I'd never had to work one of them yet. Last week I went in, but I was gone within the hour. I left because I was able to. I've never worked a full MET 10-hour MET shift yet. So, you know,
Yes, Lisa. Good things comes to good people. Yeah,
hmm,
exactly.
it's true. Very true.
Bye, cats. Bye bye. And stay safe also in this period, this festive period. So
Yeah.
I heard in Canada that they had snowstorm and every day they keep getting bad news about people accidents and people jamming together, Man,
That
they
happens here
died.
too in the Midwest,
Um,
Yeah, they get 50 car pileups on the highway. There's ice and people don't see the black ice, and one person slides, and the next thing you know, there's a 50 car pileup. So that stuff happens here too.
hmm.
Absolutely. You know, Especially if you live in one of the northern states. You know, Even some of the southern states get cold. They get snow. But if you live in
Oh,
Florida, your odds of seeing snow aren't
that's
likely.
beautiful too. Man, I just love what I'm reading.
Well, put it up on
Man,
the screen. Don't just read it. Put it up on the screen so we can all see it. What is it?
let me see if I can though.
You're a co-host. You can put anything
I
you
don't know.
want up.
I've never. Let me see. Pin.
No, don't pin. Don't hit the three dots. Just hit the comment.
Is the comment? Is it copy and share or how?
No, just press the comment.
Like double tap?
No, just hit it one time. It won't let you do it. You're a co-host on the StreamYard. I don't get it.
Well, no, it's not letting me do it.
Okay. What comment were you gonna put up?
Back
Kurt's
for a
comment?
quick, back for a quick minute before my premiere. Okay, Brighton as a premiere.
Brian has had a lot of premieres lately. Absolutely.
And they're
And
really interesting.
yeah, you
Very
share
interesting.
you share pretty much all of them. Yeah,
I share
on your
all of them
community.
because I believe information is key. Information is power. I
Yeah.
don't know who needs that right there.
Uh-huh. Brian, what's the premiere about tonight? But we still got 8 people in the building. I've seen it up to
Man,
14 at one time. So we appreciate everybody being here for such a
yeah,
long stream. You know,
man. Even with our long our long talks.
still get the viewers. You know, because we will always have those couple bush babies too, because they're in here. You know.
Fitness sexual predators. Thank you for sharing this one. Like I always say, we keep seeing only the men, only the men, only the men. But over here, Sean, over here,
Yeah.
we have more. In short, before I left my church handling kids stuff, we
Uh
used
huh.
to fight cases of mature women, you know,
Yeah.
doing this shit to young boys.
Hmm.
Like I'm talking about women of like 60, 60 something with their grandkids.
Yeah.
And they're abusing young boys of like 12, 10. Okay, the highest I've seen in the age is 16 with a
Yeah.
woman
Yeah.
of 60 something. I'm like, why do you do this? Like, this is your grandchild,
Uh huh.
you know?
Yeah.
And because of
Crazy.
the way how powerful they are, you cannot arrest them. That's the truth. If you arrest them, they'll go diabolic. Some of them will go diabolic. They'll come after you so hard.
Yep.
So we only pray for God to actually arrest them. And then what
Hmm.
we do is we try our best to make those children realize that they are letting themselves to be
Yeah.
abused.
True.
Because a boy has more strength than a girl, you know. If a boy is being abused sexually by a woman, he has more strength to resist. He's a boy,
Well,
you know.
what's all this equality stuff about though? What do you mean more strength?
No, 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 it's not
Don't the women want?
inequality. No, 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 no.
Don't
I'm telling you my experience with
not
children.
inequality, not inequality. I'm saying women these days they're talking about equality. So
Equality, yeah, but there are some
so
certain things
they can be
that
just as powerful if they want to be. You know.
they, but with my own experience with kids, that's what I've observed.
Uh
The
huh.
boys have more ability to resist these women than for the girls to resist the men.
Yeah.
For
Uh huh.
real. Because the man can actually press the girl down, but the woman cannot have that strength at that age. So what they do is they cajole these children with money, gifts,
Uh
material
huh.
things. And these things makes those children to always run back to them, to always run back to them. So
Yeah.
their parents don't know what is going on. You see your
Mhm.
child in the church, you'll be like, oh, mommy, I want to go and play my godmom. I want to go and play my godmother. You don't know that woman is harassing your child.
Yeah.
So they have the power to resist than the girls.
Mhm. Right. And when's
I've
your
not,
premiere? Because we'll end right before your premiere goes off.
yes,
I
so
don't
that we
see a
can join the
notification
premiere.
for it. But I'm not seeing a notification, a 30-minute notification come up for it.
Now, what we'll just do is that we'll just go into his channel and go and wait if the premiere is already up. So we
Let me
can
go to
just go
my
in
home
and
page.
tap on notification.
Uh-huh. Let me go to my home page and see if it's on there. Yeah,
And you,
Bryden,
and, and you know that
7:30.
by
Let me
7:30, okay,
yeah, let me share the link.
yes, in a few minutes. So, and you know that, like, let's say 80% of male children are disvirgin by women.
Uh-huh.
You know, Sean, are disvirgin by mature women.
Yeah.
Because over here, a busy mom would have a maid of like 18, 19, 20 and upwards to take care of her children. But while
Mhm.
she's away, the maid is harassing her 5-year-old, her 10-year-old. She doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So that is where they get to sexually abuse those children. So,
Yeah.
man,
We will, Bryden, no, because we're already at 2 hours and 24 minutes. We were only planning
mhm,
on doing a 20-minute live stream tonight, but we got carried away. So we'll
yeah.
end it because it's going to be close to my dinner time soon. So we'll
Mhm.
come over
I
there
think
and kick it for a
the
bit.
premiere should be like in 5 minutes. If it's by 7:30, it should be like in 5 minutes now.
Yeah, 5 minutes. So in like 3 minutes we'll go off. Let me go into Bryden's now and hit the like button so I don't forget.
Well, I'm not going
Um,
to forget because I'm really, really much interested.
mm-hmm.
Really, really much interested.
All right.
But people don't talk
Absolutely.
about how the women sexually abuse boys. We only
Yeah.
see the men and the girls part, but the men, all part is bad. It's terrible. I used to
Yeah.
have a classmate back then. Now he has his family. Okay. Recently, when we're working together with those kids, he said that till today, as he speaks, that he has not been able to forgive his mother's, he's not been able to forgive his mom's cousin that took care of
Mm-hmm.
them when they were
Yeah.
little children. And I asked
Mm-hmm.
him why. He said because that was the lady that sexually abused him and disvirgined him at the age of 10. You get? So we need to
Yeah.
talk more on this thing. This thing is both male and female are harassing children. That's just the truth.
It is the truth. Absolutely. You gotta look at both sides of the coin, you know?
Mhm.
So
And back
that's
then,
just the
Sean,
way
I
it is.
was dealing with older women doing these things to male children. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know. I was like, it was like my hands were tied.
Yeah.
You know, we all knew these people. We know them. We all the
Mm-hmm.
handlers. We know who was harassing these children. We knew that these were the women doing these things. But if you go
Yeah.
after them, they go diabolical. They
True.
try everything to bring you down, everything to bring you down. So
Uh-huh.
what we were now doing was we started orientation. We started orientation before we start any class with the children. We give sexual orientation to these children for like 1 hour straight up. We make sure they are able to open up, tell us what you've experienced as a child. You know,
Uh-huh.
that was what we used to do.
Yep. True. Thank you, Kurt. We appreciate it. We
Okay,
try
Paul, really
to
appreciate that. Thank
yeah,
you.
we try to, just this is how we are. We like to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Um and everybody to join in with that good time, that good energy. Um so that's something we pride ourselves on when we come live, whether it's for 20 minutes or two hours, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You'll always get a few laughs when you come to one of our streams. It's gonna happen. So it's 28 after. So let's end and shoot over to Bryden's. I already hit the like button over there. Um, so keep on keeping up with
With
Sean
Sean
and
and
Irene.
Irene.
You
Thank you
know,
guys.
you
God
know.
bless you guys for us for joining
Yep,
us on today's
absolutely.
stream.
Much love to
So
everybody, and hopefully we'll see you guys one more time before Christmas.
yeah,
So keep on keeping up, and until next
with
time,
Sean and Irene. See you guys later. Peace out.
peace
Peace
out.
out.
Later. Hmm.